Luke here for Following Strength. We're joined by rising star of the British and world strongman scene, Andrew Flying Flynn. How's it going, mate?
Very good. It's very funny because like you say, rising star. Yeah, been doing this for like 11 years.
It takes a long time to be thought of as an overnight success.
Well, yes, clearly. Yeah, well, that's what happens when you get world of strongman. You get injured all the time, so it doesn't just happen.
Yes, sir. It's been a huge year for you. What's been the highs and lows of 2025?
I think it started off at the very start, Britain's strongest man, and that was kind of my qualification into worlds, and that was just a completely surreal kind of thing to happen because that never was apparent to me. I just wanted to make it the Britain's strongest man and to put a decent enough performance in there. So to podium at Brits and to get your worlds invite was kind of like oh shit, I've got to start taking this seriously now. No.
Did you think that was possible as you were going into Brits?
No. That wasn't even in comprehension. I was more training just get to Brits and then we'll see what we do and then we'll go from there. But to go to Brits and then to qualify for Worlds on your first go out, I'll take that. That's pretty good.
You're right. How was it because obviously, we fast forward from Brits, it was an epic performance to get yourself on the podium, and then you end up qualifying for Worlds. What do you do when that happens?
For honest, well, Brits was horrendous, especially that first event with the sandbag medley. That killed me. So then pretty much from then onwards, it was a case of sort my nutrition out and sort my fitness out.
Really? Get all of that just to get you Worlds ready?
Kind of, yeah. So it was one of those moments where I was 146 kilos, I think, going into Brits. Killed me doing that sandbag event. So I thought, something's got to change. So that's when I kind of got a nutritionist and was like, okay, let's start taking this more seriously and get, more into it. If you're going to be going to Worlds, you might as well give it a shot and have a little go with
it. Too right. What changed about your nutrition through having a coach?
Well, yeah, I mean, I was making it up as I went along within reason. I know what's good and what's bad. But I had no structure per se. I wasn't weighing out my food. I wasn't, I was just kind of making it up at that time. So I thought I've got to get a nutritionist and actually eat what I need to eat to perform at a high level.
Sounds like a good plan. What was the build up to Worlds like? Was there a lot of life stress going on?
Yeah, well, at the time, my car, just bought a new car and I had a head gasket go on it. So I'm still currently going through court with that, trying to sort that out. That's one of those things that, you're a strong man, but you still got your life to sort out, which I think probably the people don't see, I work, I still got the normal stuff that goes on. And when you've got two kids, got to go to school, you've got a family car and that blows up. And then I took a loan to get that car. Then you've got to get another loan to buy a replacement car because those people were refusing to fix it for you or deal with it. Kind of adds to the stress. And then, by the way, you're going to Worlds. You've got to pay for it. It's like, oh my God. So it's been quite a hectic year, to say the least. Also, in turn, my best performance year of competition. So it's a bit weird.
It sounds like when the pressure's on, you perform, mate. When you've got to pull it out of the bag.
You don't have a choice. Yeah. You can't. That's life. You kind of, you either let it crush you or you kind of just try and muck through it and take each day and think, right, what can I get done this day? Move on, just keep going through it. Managing stress, I think Tom Hibbert, my coach, always says I'm always good at mitigating stress in terms of focusing on what's important. Doesn't mean I'm going to give 100% in my sessions. Doesn't mean they're going to be amazingly great. Doesn't mean my food is going to be bang on the money, but it's as good as it could possibly be.
And you mentioned you've got a young family. How old are your children?
8 and 6.
Okay, so
Right in the fun zone.
yes, sir. And
Yeah.
they can properly grasp what it is that you're doing now. Then.
Oh yeah, they came out to Sacramento with me to Worlds, which they loved. You know, some comps they'll love and they'll be into it. Other comps they'll be like, yeah, right, whatever, and they're not fast at all. But they, oh yeah, my son loves it. He's all and the travelling as well. If we go around the world, around the country on trains or anything like that, he loves trains. So just to see the trains and all that kind of stuff, he enjoys.
What was it like for you at Worlds performing at It's the Pinnacle and having your children there in the crowd?
Honestly, underwhelming.
Really? Wow.
Yes. Obviously, I've gone from. So I did England's Giants and obviously and UK Strongest Man, and then Royal Albert Hall the year before, and then I've done Britain's Strongest Man, and I've kind of in Europe. So I've done those arena shows along with like UK's do arena shows and stadiums as well. And then you go, and I went to Sacramento, California, going to World's Strongest Man, thinking, oh my God, hardly anyone there.
Wow. Really?
Yeah. I mean, there's the bleachers and it's the gravitas of you're at Worlds. But I think going there this year with a very different mindset for me, because I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm nervous. Am I going to go out there to perform? It's like me going out my back garden in training. Within some exceptions, there's TV crews and that, and obviously the other athletes that you're with. But yeah, it wasn't what I imagined it to be.
Wow. Is there anything that was a real highlight for you being there?
Oh, but being there. It's a highlight. It's a highlight being there and seeing how it all goes. Don't get me wrong; it's amazing to be there, and it's very organised. This is that. You're transported around. It's all very well run. But in terms of I'm boiling it down to the comp itself and what I have to do, it's like me doing an England Strongest Man. It's just it was on the same kind of level in terms of what was around me.
That's really surprising. I never would have thought it'd be that way.
No, because I imagine if you go into like the Arnold, you've got it's like a massive expo, isn't it? Or if you've got the Strongest Man on Earth, it's in like an arena, similar to a Giants arena show, but World's Strongest Man. You got to imagine people have got to travel out to Sacramento and it's 30-degree heat. There's no cover. So people aren't going to sit there from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. in this blasting hot sun. I didn't make it to the final, spoiler. So that was, the bleacher was packed for that. But there was only one, like 200 people maybe in one bit. And the rest was like the TV crew and then all family and friends were down one bit. So it was a bit, not what I was expecting, but there you go.
So you've gone from competing in front of kind of 10,000 people at Brits.
Yeah, to 200 at Worlds. That's not what, you told me that 5 years ago. You wouldn't expect that. I've seen World's Strongest Man where they do like bus pools and that, and you've got loads of people that are kind of surrounded because they didn't have to pay for it. I imagine back then you just turned up. And obviously there was the year before all this where people had like ladders to see World's Strongest Man, and it was like inundated with people. To then this year at Sacramento, I went and I was like, oh, wow. That's different.
And then...
That's just me being honest in my interpretation of it.
I really like that, mate, because none of us would ever get that viewpoint.
No, you turned up and obviously you got told where to go. But in terms of my anxious, going to it and then performing, as soon as you went out with that Tesla Cybertruck medley, as soon as I went out and stood there, I was like, all right. Oh, this is easy. Easy with,
mm-hmm.
In terms of my working with my nerves. They were like, went straight away. I was like, okay.
And then post-Worlds, you've come back and carried on competing. You kind of have that reputation of have kit, will compete.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, I compete too much. this year, personally. I think it was 10 comps I've done this year. So, and kind of after Brits, when I wanted to sort my diet out, I haven't really given like Max a chance to make me out in a way, if you know what I mean. It's all well and good him saying, right, we're going to get your comp ready, blah, 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 blah. But then to kind of like an off season, which I'm in now, and give him time to like cut me down and we'll start building up again. It's been good to kind of now just done Ultimates England's, and that was the last comp this year, to then now have, I think it was 12 or 13 weeks until Brits. So it's given me that kind of space to go, right, okay, we're stripping it down and we'll start building up. I think it's only up the calories again 5 weeks-ish before Brits.
Wow. Ultimate England's, forgive me if I'm wrong, perhaps didn't go fully to plan?
I didn't train for it, so it would. I'm being honest. I'm honest. Yeah, I mean, there's bar bending. There was logging. I got log incline, which I'm horrendous at. There's stone to shoulder, which I've never been good at that, and there's bar bending. So I'll just turn up and see what I can do. I can deadlift enough, and I can flip a tire. But even on the tire flip, I couldn't get my fingers under the tire, and I thought, this isn't the time for me to go pulling a bicep, so I'm not going to push. It's just one of those things especially now at this level, like I've got my ticket to Worlds, I've got my ticket to Brits, I'm here at Ultimates England, I've already qualified for UKs next year. Do I really need to give it all? No. And it's having that, because I understand when people would think, oh my God, Andrew Flynn's lost to Dean Mason. He didn't come first at Ultimates England. I thought he would have won that. Like, yeah, if you don't compete and you don't understand the sport, maybe, but I'm not going to kill my body just to beat someone else because it's I'll say a lesser comp with, inverted commas, but you know what I mean?
Are there any lessons from this year that you're going to take into next year regarding how many competitions you do? Will you still do SCL style, ultimate style comps, or?
No, I think I kind of got it right last year. I think I gave it all at Brits, and that got me third. Europe's, I took it easier because that was just before Worlds. So I didn't want to injure myself. Worlds was more like a learning experience. And then after that, I kind of have a bit of an injury in my wrist going into Giants England's. So again, I couldn't train. I didn't train for that because I couldn't. UK's as well, I couldn't really train for that because of my wrist. So in terms of my prep, it's been horrendous, but I've still managed to perform. So this year, so long as my body stays intact, and now I've had a whole year of like nutrition, it's an exciting year coming up, hopefully.
Yeah. One thing I think strongman fans really picked up on this year was the developing rivalry professionally between you and Paddy. Half a point here, half a point there. How does it, being part of that yourself, how is that rivalry? Do you feel it?
Good. No, look, I want to smash him. He probably wants to smash me. It's when he was a young whippersnapper, I remember he just wanted to beat me at medleys. This is going back to like you were doing Ultimates, England's qualifiers. I was flying Flynn. He was athletic, and so there was always that kind of you want to be quicker than the other person. Now we're kind of at this level. It's just continuing. And now, especially like, I think it was the first time it was close between us was OSG Europe's on the power stairs. And I think that was for 4th and 5th we were competing for, and he beat me on the power stairs. And that's really kind of like, oh, here we go. That's what I think when it started. And then 2 years down the line, I'm pipping him by half a point at Brits, and then he's beating me by half a point at England's. So, yeah.
Looking forward to that rivalry kind of starting again in a couple of weeks at Brits. How do you feel about those events? How do you feel about power stairs being in that, and obviously a nice deadlift and everything else?
It's awful. I'm not gonna paint it and sugarcoat it. It's awful because of the athletes. It's not awful because of the events. The events are great events, but everyone there is fucking amazing. So, I mean, the circus barbell into dumbbell. Yeah, there's great presses there, but is that going to be speed, or hopefully he makes it a bit heavier? I think he's deciding with what weight it's going to be. Probably can't say what it is, but that could be anyone's. And then the deadlifts could be. I mean, you've got your deadlift specialists. A car yoke. I haven't seen that for a while, so we don't really know how well people are going to do on that. Sandbag toss. I don't like it. I think it's a rubbish event, but we we live on, and you can't really call that. And then your power stairs, you've got your athletic people. So it's all very open. So I'm glad I've qualified for Worlds, because fuck trying to qualify here.
Having already qualified for Worlds next year, congratulations, by the way. Glasgow was immense.
Yes.
How do you feel about the pressure for next year? Is it less because?
Oh yeah, done. I'm set up pretty much. I could happily do the comps that I'm signed up to do now, and that's it. I'll be fine with that. I've got my Brits, got the Worlds, got UKs, and then I don't know when England's and Worlds are. I don't know when Worlds is yet, which is a bit worrying. That it's December and Worlds is only in a couple of months. I don't know when it is, but yeah, less comps the better. Personally, I'm getting old. I'll be 34 next year, so.
Yes, sir. And then just finally to touch up on before you leave, I just wanted to find out a little bit about life as a dad and a strongman and working full time. How do you handle all that pressure? Because lots of people would struggle.
It all depends what your life is like. I mean, it's normal for me because that's what my life is. Like getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Obviously, my work is great and they help me out in terms of hours and school pickups and that kind of stuff. So I get to do half days on Wednesday and work from home Thursday. That helps. Obviously, Ruby, the wife as well, her work enables us to her to work less, so we don't have to pay for childcare. It's just kind of that we know we can work around things and we can ask questions as to what is the best outcome for us as a family in a way, and we kind of at the starting point, and then I'll put in the training around that, and we'll put stuff around that where we can fit it in. It's not like most people or those strongmen. Their training comes first. I have to train at this time, or that's it. My day is ruined. It's I don't get that privilege. It's when can I train, and is it good to train? Like if my daughter's had bad sleep or anything like that, then yeah, sorry, you're not going to be able to train tomorrow or something like that. So it's not setting in stone what's happening in a way.
Yeah, I guess the children come first.
Yeah, that family's first. Your hobby, it's your hobby. I know it's weird for probably a strong man who's a world's strongest man to just call it their hobby, but it is just my hobby. I do that as a bit of fun on the bottom of my garden. Just so happens so that I'm quite good at it. But I get to be a world's strongest man.
I love it, man. And then just to wrap up, I've been asking everyone the same thing. Christmas is coming up. You're writing your list to Santa. One thing for 2026 that you would wish for strongman to change strongman for the better. What would you pick?
Oh my God. My wife said get rid of influencers.
It's not a bad
I don't think that's... it's a double-edged sword, isn't it? It gets good publicity to the sport. One thing I wish for strongman.
See, I thought you were going to say get rid of throwing bags.
Oh, yeah, well... give me examples what other people said.
So we've had stuff around OSG, perhaps coming to this side of the pond. We've had people getting rid of events or changing up the structure of events. Paul Smith's one was he wanted strongman on TV year round. Just this old boy. He wanted strongman on TV year round, which I thought was quite a good suggestion, so that fans could tune in year round on TV.
Kind of is though. SEL is there, but you just need to look for it, don't you?
Yeah, fair.
It's difficult with strongman because it is there. It's almost like me saying, "Oh, I want more money in the sport." It's like there is unless you're going to actively go out and do stuff yourself to try to get money into it, But events wise, bar bending can kind of bin. Fans that can take bar bending and chuck it in the fire.
A lot of people would agree with you on that, I think, mate.
Yeah. And sandbag toss, to be honest with you. I don't think I should go into strongman event. It's a bit
Not fun. Flynn, thank you so much for your time today, mate. Hopefully it'd be great to check in with you again closer to Brits and you'll be fully flying Flynn, ready to go and maybe smash that podium again.
Yeah, or do an after recap, depending on how well I do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, yeah, have a great Christmas with the family, mate. Thank you for your time today. And yeah, we appreciate it.
All right, no problem. Bye.